Hi everybody, Glyne here with another leadership truth. This week's leadership truth is embrace pressure. Embrace pressure. We talk a lot about being overstressed and having too much on our plates, but did you know that you can actually be very stressed out from not having enough pressure? Too much pressure creates one set of problems, but not enough pressure can create another set of problems. And I've been working with a few people recently who are not under enough pressure, quite frankly. They're ambitious, driven, high-performing people, and they're in a bit of a stage of their career where they're not being challenged enough. And so this is something that if you're feeling this way, what I can notice start to happen to people too is once they start to get in that space, there's a kind of a scary spiral that can start to happen, because when you're not under enough pressure and you're not pushing yourself, you're not really learning, you're not really growing, you start to then question your abilities, you start to get worried about your capability, which starts to erode your confidence. And before you know it, this can become a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you're feeling way too comfortable, and I don't mean like you're having a quiet week, I mean like maybe you've had a few months of just sitting back in your laurels, I would really encourage you to think about how can you create a little bit more pressure in your life by taking on a special project, putting your hand up for something new. It may be time for you to look for a new role, whether it's within your organization or maybe you have to look externally, something to have a career conversation with your boss about where do you need to be challenged more. I think particularly for those of you in our Roundtable crowd that are these high performers, high potential, type A personalities, I know what happens, right? We get to that, it's my friend Charles, Jett, has this wonderful model, the career doom loop. And when we're in the stage of our job where we're somewhere where we are really good at our job, but we no longer like it, that is a stressful place, right? Because when you can dial it in and you can do it in your sleep, high performers, we don't want to be there. We're looking for that next challenge. So if you're feeling that way, how can you challenge yourself? How can you engage your boss to give you some more things to look at or to do? And so that's my question for you this week. What's a risk you can take in your career to get yourself out of that dreaded comfort zone? Okay, thanks so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next week. I will be back here on Friday to talk about the truth, and it drops every Tuesday through our social channels. And if you have something for me to share, please send it my way. And thanks for all the comments and feedback. Love reading them and love engaging with you around these concepts of leadership. Thanks so much. Have a great week.